Word Nerds, Kelly here. So for today I wanted to show you one of my newest writing related toys and how I've been utilizing it. I was lucky enough to get the new 2018 iPad along with an Apple Pencil for my birthday, so I'm kind of taking advantage of this right now in order to get more organized, get rid of a lot of my bullet journals and notebooks and all of the just countless paper things I have floating around my house while I'm getting organized to move again. I'm packing them up, I'm not getting rid of them, but for the meantime putting everything in one place with this iPad, using GoodNotes in order to have a bunch of different notebooks all in one place that I can edit and use however I want to. You can see here the three main notebooks I've been using: my bullet journal, a sticker book for just cute things to put into notebooks, and this one which is plotting a current work in progress. I actually took a picture of the cover of an old notebook that I loved but had never really used. I've had it for at least 5 years, so I took a picture, made it the cover of a new notebook, and I'm super excited to jump into it and use that cover as many times as I want to. I've also started using the app Procreate in order to make pages and calendars and trackers and all of that fun stuff for my digital bullet journal, but I've also played around a little bit with making new pages in order to brainstorm and mind map and do all of that fun stuff that I love to be able to do with pen and paper, but I always get super frustrated when I need to change something or move something around because either it's going to look super disorganized or I'm going to have to start over. So this has been kind of interesting for me in that I can just kind of doodle but then use an eraser as much as I want, save the image in order to move it over to Scrivener or another app entirely. There's just been a lot of ways that I've been able to play around with this, and I'm sure I've only just begun to scratch the surface. But going back over to the GoodNotes app is where the plotting possibilities really start to shine in terms of using an iPad or a tablet like you would a pen and paper, but being able to adapt it for digital technology. So I just wrote out something random here like I would if I was brainstorming ideas, writing down plot points or anything like that, and then using GoodNotes I can circle that text and then convert it into digital. It's not perfect, you definitely have to read back through it and edit any mistakes, especially when your handwriting is as bad as mine, but it is really very cool. I've always loved the idea of being able to write things by hand and then just magically transferring it to text so that I can edit it on my computer, and this is finally a lot closer to being a possibility, and I say finally as though this is brand new technology. I'm just jumping on the bandwagon, I'm the first to admit it. I'm sure there are so many things that you can do with all of this that makes writing and plotting and editing that much easier, but so far I'm just super in love with this whole concept. So this is just how I have been using my iPad in the last couple of weeks in order to try to improve on my writing workflow, but there are so many other things you can use, like the Scrivener app for iOS, which I've heard is amazing. Still not quite as awesome as the Mac one, which I haven't had the chance to try, hopefully one day, but this will probably make things a little bit easier to kind of jump between using my Windows desktop and my iPad in order to change and edit stories on the go. So if any of you guys have any experience with the Scrivener app, I would love to hear about it. Also, if there are other ways that you're using iPads or tablets in order to write and edit and polish off your books, I'd love to hear about those too, because I'm sure there are so many things that I'm missing here. Anyways, that's it for me today. Don't forget to join us tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern Time for our usual live chat where we will be talking about building up your author brand, so that should be a lot of fun. In the meantime, happy reading, happy writing, and I'll see you next time.